Gotcha.
So for the kids watching this, I know it's different from the initial writing of like what Daniel does.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily puppeteering, right? How hard is it to do what you do with what people have at home?
It's not. I could do majority of it from home, right? Thank God for YouTube. When I was coming up, we didn't have it, right? So any learning we had to do, I had a cassette tape, and I had to hit play, rewind. Or how I learned to play by ear musically is I would sit there and I'd watch commercials. I'd have my guitar out, and I'd sit there and be like trying to like listen to what it is and match whatever the commercial music was playing. I try to learn it in that 25 seconds that I heard it. And so, thankfully, we don't have to do that anymore. YouTube University, I tell everybody all the time. You can learn to play whatever instrument you want. You can learn to audio engineer. You can learn to produce. There is just so much information out there. All you have to have is an open and willing mind.
For sure. And, that brings me up to the next point. You're going to love this one.
Okay.
We're going to release a YouTube University on sound engineering. So that you can teach people how you do what you do from home.
Yes, I got you.
It's going to be freaking cool. And that way all these guys at home can learn how to do at least basic sound engineering to make their dreams come alive. Because ultimately that's what we're here for, is for everyone's dreams to come alive.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Yep.
So, as a kid, or even a young adult, even an adult for that matter, anyone watching, right?
Yep. Anybody.
What would your recommendation be to get to where you are today?
Keep going. There's going to be plenty of adversity down the road. It just is, right? Everybody has a different deck of cards. It is those adverse moments that set you aside for greatness, right? So if it was all easy and there was no friction, no turbulence, then life would just be pointless. And so it's those moments of adversity that you have to push through to get to success. And so that was it for me. And I'm sure later on we can go down my life story and how I got here. But the number one thing is just stick with it. Especially in the entertainment industry. You stick with it, you find your lane, you find what works for you. And I'll say this too, it is important to have your own, whatever you're doing, whether it's audio engineering, musician, producing, have your own sound. Have your way of doing things. And that doesn't change the quality, right? You always want to have the best quality that there is. There's a standard of quality you want to have. But have your own sound. That sets you apart from everybody else. And that's what will make you great. Because I can go out and find the same 5 musicians that all learn the same licks, learn the same things, and that doesn't make them great. It's those who learn the same ideas of those things and make it their own.
And I notice that in a lot of interviews that we do for the production company is we get a lot of actors, actresses, musicians. They come through and it's always the same pitch, the same spiel, the same, I can do the same 5 things great. And the people that we look for and that we end up hiring are the people that really shine out. They have their own way of doing things. They just have that passion, and you can tell when someone has a passion. And the other thing that I kind of take away from really everybody so far that has done these videos is it's always about sticking with your dream and continuing down that path. It's always hard. At some point in time, it's going to be hard.
Yep.
And if it's not hard, then you're not doing it.
You're not.
Right? And regardless of where you start, you're always going to start out with no views, no subscribers, no likes, no comments, no nothing. Absolutely no fan base. And to get there, you just have to keep pursuing it and doing it.
But here's this, and I'll say this, and I know we're probably going to go through the weeds a little bit, and this is a long interview for this. But at the same point, don't get caught up in social media. There are so many different people that are doing great things that aren't on Instagram or only have 300 followers or whatever. Success is not contingent on your social media.
That's a good pointer.
So whatever you do, don't look at the numbers and then get discouraged. I have far less Instagram followers than even Aaron does, right? But that doesn't mean I'm less successful than Aaron, right? So stop playing the comparison game and keep pushing forward.
Don't worry about how you compare to other people. Just do you.
I'm getting a call to go back to set.
All right, let's do it.